Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you again for another movie review, and this is for Godzilla King of the Monsters movie review. So I'm going to discuss what I watched and let you know what I thought of this movie. So let's dive into this review. Now, before I go into it, I'm sorry if I'm very congested. It's just I think I'm catching a cold again. So, I don't know, it's like the flu is going around or something. Where I'm at. It's ridiculous. But, let's get to the topic at hand. Uh, this movie was basically 5 years later, after the first movie with Godzilla and the other monster he was fighting. I can't remember the monster's name in the first one. You may have to remind me in the comments below. But this movie was. The fight scenes were great with the monsters fighting. But the humans in this movie. Some of them were okay to really follow through with their background and what they were pretty much trying to figure out how to track Godzilla, how to stop King Ghidorah or whatever. And Mothra was in this movie. But yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, this movie just had a lot of great fight scenes. I did not like the lady that was in the Conjuring movie in this movie because her character was kind of a bitch in this movie. That's just my opinion. You may not agree with me on this. It's just she was flip-flopping on sides she was trying to be on. She was on one side saying, "Oh, we should release the monsters. That way they can bring our planet some peace or whatever." And I did not like the decision she makes in this movie. It's terrible. I just did not like that character in this movie. But everyone else in this wasn't bad. Millie Bobby Brown, she was kind of a whiner in this movie. But not that it's bad, it's just she was whining a lot in this movie and screaming and almost like she's portraying her Stranger Things character, uh, where she thinks she's gonna get killed by Ghidorah or whatever, and that's where Godzilla comes in and just bam starts beating the crap out of Ghidorah. And I love that fight right there. It's really great. Um, but most of this movie, there was one character I liked in this movie that didn't last that long, and it's unfortunate. He lasted through most of the movie, but I was kind of sad to see him go. Like, it was like an hour and a half in the movie is where he. I don't want to spoil what happens to him, but pretty much you kind of know where I'm going with this. But it's the Chinese guy that doesn't make it, unfortunately. He tries reviving Godzilla, or getting help from Godzilla and blowing himself up, which is pretty sad. Sorry if I spoiled a little bit of that, but for those of you who have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But this movie was average. Some of the human characters in this movie were kind of robots, and just didn't do that much in this movie. It didn't fill a lot of it had a lot of holes in this movie, but the fight scenes were great. I liked the monster fight scenes. This is what brings the rating of this movie up to an average rating. And the average rating I'm going to give it is a 7.5 out of 10. This is not a bad movie. It just... I didn't like some of the human characters in this movie. Because they just felt very bland and didn't do that much in this movie. They just kind of whined and moaned and said they're gonna do this when in fact they're just boring mostly. But comment below, let me know what you guys thought of the new Godzilla King of the Monsters movie if you've seen it. And if you liked this review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you for the Rocket Man movie review, which I don't know what that's about, but I'm gonna find out when I watch it. I'll probably watch it tonight and do the review for it tonight. Hopefully. If not, it's gonna be in the morning, because I gotta watch it on 123 Movies or whatever. But sorry if I did spoil a little bit of this movie. Just, it was only one scene I spoiled where I had to explain what was happening, and you kind of know where I went with that part of the review when I talked about it. And I'll return to you again for the Thursday for the I Had a Mental Breakdown video / I'm sorry. And I'll be doing the 3 new album reviews this Friday, which are Motionless in White's new album, Jonas Brothers' new album, and Silver Sun Pickup's new album. And I'll be returning to you as well for the Dark Phoenix movie review and the Secret Life of Pets 2 movie review. But I think that's pretty much it that I'm coming back to you for. But thank you for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video.